Sam is a very interesting character, being involved with the American Tornado org for a while but never showing his stuff on it until Redbird Esports. He's leveled up his play a ton since then. Can he level up his play again and compete with the likes of NERO, Dante, and Spadily? Or will he forever be relegated to the bench just like Tayo? Let's find out. Sam got to start on several Tier 3 teams throughout early 2020, but he would never impress that much until he got picked up by Karasuno. They would do fairly well compared to other teams Sam had been on, but their peak would still be 4th in their first tournament. While the team did quite well as a whole, Sam stood out as a very flexible player throughout the tournament, having great moments almost every projectile, especially the Hanzo, while having a very solid tracer. While he was unable to impress much against the best DPS in the NA contenders at the time, like Maltha and Naga, he would still be good enough to be picked up by Tier 2 Trauma Alert Nation, aka American Tornado, with one caveat: he would not play all that much. With both Speedily and Wub on the team, a third DPS that most would consider not to be up to par with these two would not see that much playtime. He would see a little bit when he had to stand in, and always performed, but he was a benchwarmer for the second half of 2020, though he did technically win 3 tournaments and the Gauntlet quote-unquote with the team. He then leave for more opportunities when he joined Solaris, but would not do well with them, but would get a second big break when he joined Dark Mode NA. Dark Mode NA would be the second best Tier 2 team in North America contenders, only really second to American Tornado, and they got really great results, knocking American Tornado down into the losers bracket in his first tournament with them. Getting a huge upset win over Uprising Academy at one point to make it to the finals. And Sam really grew into his own here. He was phenomenal. With Iced and Aspire as his DPS partners, he grew away from the Tracer role and was able to shine on other flex DPS heroes. His Echo and Genji especially looked amazing, having some carry performances where he totally dipped the likes of Finale and Malthal, though he would never quite topple Speedily. But he really did look phenomenal, and Tracer and Sombra were really good despite him not having to play them as much.
Approaching me? Now Finale's gonna take some time to build up that EMP, which is gonna be Uprising Academy's gameplay here. Here, not flopping like a fish. Instead, it's actually just Uprising Academy that are getting booted right back to their spawn. Sam closing things out in front of them. They literally have to witness that as they're backing up, saying, all right, that's not our business. Meanwhile, Ice with a pulse bomb onto Simple won't allow Simple to really help that sustainability. The grab trying to keep Dark Mode grounded, but it's too late here. Sam popping off.
This story continued into Redbird Esports, where he flexed a very strong Doomfist in May alongside the rest of his heroes, where he dominated contenders alongside his new DPS partner Hydron.
Gravitic Flux, but Sam has his blade first, has to deal with the lamp though, it's so hidden. Rising and played so well.
It was all about winning that first fight, but you know that every time Sam engages, their number one target is Stella. You cannot allow a Redbird. Their timing is so weird. I mean, Hydron's already dead, but Ryan has dropped the mine. Sam gets both for supports by himself.
Had to use Rally because he got too low. And Uprising still think it's winnable, but they have to get back to this point. Fixa leads that charge. They'll have to sacrifice Simple to do so. Itself didn't survive without him. And Uprising, with only 4 members alive, just cannot keep this going.
And his Tracer, Sombra, and even Cassidy continue to be solid. And after winning 3 tournaments with Redbird, he's now on the San Francisco Shock, alongside Proper and Kilo as their DPS Relo. A good amount of people are down on him a bit, saying that he would bench for Proper and that Proper and Kilo will perma-start. This is a bit unfair to Sam. There are plenty of scenarios where he would start. Just looking at Overwatch 1 metas, they'd probably play him on, say, Tracer and Echo metas, which were pretty prevalent throughout the season. There are plenty of scenarios where he would be played alongside Proper, though Proper is better than him at the flex DPS, definitely. I'm really hyped for him. I rate him around Speedily level. He's pretty clearly worse, but he's around that level. He's not much farther behind. He's heavily cracked, and I can't wait for him to show his stuff on the Shock. Thanks for watching, and remember to hit like and subscribe for more. I upload nearly daily Overwatch League content, and I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of Season 5, so any subscription helps greatly. Thanks.